All right, so Anime Adventures came back, as you can see, and let's just say it did not meet my expectations. There was a lot of things that I was expecting.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
But I'm gonna be going more detailed into why I think that Anime Adventures messed up their re-release and why I think if they don't change nothing, the game will die. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video and agree with my takes or disagree with my takes, leave them down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. And let's get into the video. So there are actually a couple of things that I want to talk about AA and the re-release and why I ultimately think the game won't succeed in the long run. The trade system is outdated. Not just the trade system being outdated, but the fact that the game is still pay to win for rerolls. After just taking a gander at the quests, at the level rewards, all that, and the battle pass, I can say that yes, you can get a little bit more rerolls, but it's still not the greatest, and it's still in ways where you get them and then you're just done, right? You're just done, not a lot to it. And I think that's still a big negative on the game side, as well as the trade system right here in itself. You know, we still got Reaper, which nobody wants. We got Celestial, Divine. I don't know why Golden is a 0.15% chance when only like 2 units in the whole game need it. So I think this should have been changed. They did add a confirmation for traits, which I think should have already been added, like no discussion. The trade system is a little bit outdated. It's not the most important thing, but it's just something that I wanted to talk about a little bit going into AA. Now, the next thing is that there is no mythic pity. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, there might be a hidden mythic pity here, but just looking at it, there's only a legendary pity, which is horrible. I feel like AA, when they came into coming back, they took a whole year, and they didn't look at the competition and what they were doing. I'm gonna go into like why, like I really don't think I'm not gonna play the game, right? I'm gonna go into really why I don't want to play the game later. But they didn't add no mythic pity, right? And that's a necessity. When there's so many mythic units in the game and the game is already super hard, you need to add mythic pity. Especially for everybody who grinded the game, you need to add a mythic pity. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, and there is a hidden mythic pity here, but just off the looks of it, there's not. And that's a huge mistake that they might fix in the future. They might add it, they might not. I have no clue. All right, now the next thing is when I was actually playing the game, right, I played 2 stages and I already knew that I don't want to play it. The stages take 9 to 10 minutes. They see this and they didn't even try adding 2 or 3x. Now, I don't like the idea of 2 or 3x because it just in general messes up the flow of the game. VFX get ruined, all of this stuff gets ruined. But your stage takes 10 minutes and you don't want to lower the amount of enemies that come in. So at that moment, or in that case, you have to add 2 or 3x, because story mode, there is like a lot of story stages. As you can see, there is, I'm guessing, around 15 story maps, and taking 10 minutes for one of them means just doing story will take 3 hours. But I'm counting that as the story skip. If you're not doing story skip for whatever reason, if you're not gonna skip the story, okay, I don't know what you're doing, but that is just story, where you need to do 3 hours to just complete all of the story. That's not including legend stage, that's not including raids, that's not including portals, that's not including every other content in the game. And they decided to add this and reintroduce this without adding a 2 or 3x. That is a big mistake. They should have either lowered the density of the units, made it so they come out faster. I don't really know. They should have 100% added that. And then the 2 most important things, the quality of life features that every other tower defense game has. Unit manager, keybinds, seamless retry, auto upgrade. I don't really like auto upgrade, but it's still something to add. Max range on placement. All of these things should have been added. I might be missing some stuff too. Again, remind me in the comments anything that I miss, but those are really important things to be adding nowadays. I got into the match, I was thinking, okay, they had a year, right? They must have added some good quality of life features that every other tower defense game added. To my surprise, they didn't add shit, right? All they added was the fact that you can pick what units you want to use before the match starts, which is, in my opinion, absolutely useless. Well, maybe if you go into like a raid or something and you're using the wrong team and you're like, oh no, I missed it, then you change your team, then okay, that's cool. But like that happens to me like, I don't know, 5 or 10% of the time. It's not as important as adding keybinds, unit managers, seamless retry, max range on placement. All of these quality of life features improve the game so much, like by astronomical measures. Like the game becomes so much more enjoyable at that point. games nowadays need to have these really, really, really useful features to be able to succeed with the other tower defense games. That's another thing that I didn't really like about when they came back. They didn't add none of this stuff. But then the final thing that everybody's talking about is the models. The models, my God, it's just anime defenders all over again. It's just a better anime defenders, you could say. Like, who is this? This is supposed to be Sasuke? Oh my God, bro, that is not Sasuke, yo. This is Ichigo. You're telling me this is Ichigo? This is Tanjiro. Why does his face look like that? He's constipated, bro. I don't know. The models just, like, you can't call yourself an anime tower defense game when the models aren't even freaking anime. Like, what's the point? I understand why they did it, but it's like, you could have done a way better model on, like, what is this, bro? Like, what is this? Sasuke could have definitely been a better model than this, because this does not look anything like Sasuke. I'm just so disappointed in the models as well. They could have done a way better job. And they even said that they're not even done. They might be remodeling more units. They might be fixing up units. I don't know. But needless to say, the model is basically just anime defenders all over again. I don't know. If you ask my personal opinion, I stayed up until 3 in the morning to play this. Stayed up an hour. So I went to sleep at 4 a.m. to play Anime Adventures, and I could not have went to sleep in the most disappointing way possible, because I was expecting peak. I was expecting the Glazers to come in. I was expecting the Glazers to come in and say, "I told you so. The game is peak." But to my surprise, game was okay. It was so mid. It was, I could say, even bad because of the quality of life features that made other TD games succeed. I had more fun on the Anime Vanguards update than playing AA. And again, you can say I'm hating because I have no good units, but I know enough just off of seeing what other people are saying, seeing other people playing the game, and also me playing the game, experiencing it myself. I'm not gonna catch up in the game when each stage takes 10 minutes, and that's literally just story. I'm not doing that, but that's literally just me, right? If you guys enjoy the game, if you have like unique on every character, I would understand that you want to glaze the game and say, oh, this is better than every tower defense, because you've probably spent a lot of money on the game. I know people have spent thousands of dollars on Anime Adventures. So if that's the case, never quit the game at that point. But as someone who's never played the game, and I've seen people who are free to play, they got nothing to lose. They've quit. They don't want to play it. They have had more fun playing Anime Vanguards, Anime Reborn, Anime Last Stand, because those games are free to play. They have the quality of life features that make those games good, and they're just higher quality and not outdated. They're up to the standard of nowadays anime tower defense games. And that is just one thing that Anime Adventures just did not do correctly. They were not up to date. They saw the competition. They had a whole year. And they didn't do anything about it. And that's just very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. So if y'all were expecting me to do Anime Adventures content, I'm sorry to say I don't want to play this game. I'm gonna be sticking to Anime Last Stand and Anime Vanguards, maybe Anime Reborn, and that's really about it. You could say I'm over-exaggerating, but that's enough of my rants. I don't want to keep y'all here too much longer. The moral of the story is that I am very disappointed in Anime Adventures. I was hoping for a lot more. I was expecting a lot more, and I leave here disappointed. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. I hope y'all did enjoy my rants, and again, let me know down in the comment if you agree with my takes, if you disagreed with my takes, and all of that. So that's about it. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.